boss. You see it, man. Let's do it, man. Don't let things you know get you mad. Just play the game. Now, this is one of them things where it's like, it's like how to keep yourself calm and collect under pressure when you find out something. So here's the deal, right? You ever notice that sometimes, or it's not sometimes, if people feel like they can lie to you and you don't know what the answer is, they're going to do it. They're going to lie to you. Sometimes we've been in predicaments where you know the answer before somebody gives you the answer. You just want to see if they're going to lie to you, right? And I'm here to tell you this. As painful as it may be that somebody lies to you and you know the answer, never get mad, and I'm going to tell you why. When you get mad, it's like you're exposing your hand prematurely. You feel me? Because in life, it's like the famous saying, you want to play fool to catch wise. Meaning, if you act like you smart all the time, people are going to assume either you know something or they're going to try and test your knowledge to see what you know. And based on the response you give, some people will be able to determine if you know something or not. You get what I'm saying? You want to always play the role of being dumb. And I'm going to tell you why. When you play stupid with people, people are going to be comfortable and feel comfortable that, this person's stupid. They ain't catch on to what's going on. So guess what? That's going to make them a little bit more comfortable that they can just, I think they're slow, bro. We could do whatever we want. They're going to be comfortable to play and run all type of game in your face. It's up to you to see and calculate all of the games that they have. But then you stop them in their track. Like, look, I know what you was doing the whole time. I seen what you was doing. Sometimes when you play like you're too smart or you got the answer and you give it away, you blow your cover. You get what I'm saying? You want to catch people slipping, dog. Remember I told you, if you watch me, this is one of my favorite games, bro. Coming up as a kid or in America, I notice if you're not on beat or you're not aware of certain things, people just gonna play in your face like you're what? Like you're stupid. You feel me? And when you don't know anything and people can see it, feel it, taste it, they don't know nothing. They're gonna be that much more comfortable to want to play in your face a little bit longer. Because when you don't catch on, people are gonna write it out or chalk it up like, this person's slow or they're stupid. You get what I'm saying? So they can do whatever it is that they want with you. The best thing in life that you do is don't get mad when you see that somebody's playing in your face, bro. Because being mad, it doesn't necessarily fix the situation. Sometimes being mad, it can actually make the situation a little bit worse. Because here's the deal. When someone perceives you to be stupid, right? And you play on that. Like, I'm dumb. Huh? What are you talking about? They think you're dumb. When you go ahead and you play like you're too smart, sometimes that rattles people as to where they're like, hold on, this motherfucker, they smart. They was watching me the whole time. You want to play dumb with people. You want to tuck people in. You know that sometimes when people see that you catch on to their game, it pisses them off because it's like, I can't pull the wool over your eye. So this is a little trick out of my book, right? Sometimes whenever I see somebody's doing something or they're gonna try and play with me or whatever, I'll play stupid just to see how far they're gonna go. Like, example, I had a girl I used to talk to, right? This girl used to swear, up and down like she got all the game in the world. She don't even know, bro. I know you entertaining somebody. I know you talking to somebody. I just play like I'm dumb and gullible and this is the prettiest girl I ever had in my life. I'm gonna give you what the hell you want, dumbass. By the time this girl came back home, she was surprised to find out, holy shit, this nigga moved out all of his stuff. Yeah, rent due tomorrow, ho. What are you gonna do? That's the game. You gotta understand something. Don't get mad. When you get mad or you blow your cover too fast, you reveal your hand. Never let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. Sometimes you gotta learn how to tuck people in, bro. Let people perceive, this person is so dumb. Yep. I don't know nothing. Huh? What? Play stupid with people. When you play stupid with people, you make them feel a little bit more comfortable in running their game because it's like, this person's so dumb, they not catching on. Or, they so slow. Listen, if you ever played the game of catching somebody slipping and they thought they was going to catch you slipping, It screws people up mentally because people want to know, yo, when did you catch on to my game? Or how long were you aware of what I was doing? These are the things that catches people by surprise. You feel me? So you got to understand something. Sometimes when you reveal your hand too quickly, it makes people upset and it lets them know that you're aware. And you don't want to make anybody more wise than what you're trying to get to. So play stupid. When you play stupid, they're going to perceive, they're stupid. The whole time you running your game in the background ready to catch them for the okie doke. So that's how that goes, right? Lying, right? Lying can be emotional for them too. So sometimes some people, they try their best to create all type of outcomes, whether it's create a false narrative as to why they did something. Some people, they play all types of games. But you got to understand something. Everybody has their game cut out for them. Some people, they know what they're doing is wrong. So they try their hardest. Like, oh man, this might break this person's heart. So I got to try and be careful of how I do certain things. You know, I'm going to teach you something, bro. You know how many times I mess with certain females? They perceive, oh man, he's probably a sweetheart and I'm going to break his heart. Bruh, I got experience in the world. Just because somebody may come off as stupid or naive doesn't mean they're naive. Oh, this person's so sweet, I'd feel so icky if I... Listen, you got to understand something. The game that you ran, somebody probably already seen that before. And I'm going to screw your head up with this one where I said no female could really do it to me. You can't break my heart. You can't none of that. Everything in the book of harming somebody or breaking somebody down, my mom already did that. So it's like, I just want to sit down and learn something. Let me see the game first-handedly in my face. Let me see if I could catch on. If you can catch the pattern of what people are doing, you beat the algorithm. Once you beat the algorithm, you beat somebody at their game. Once you beat somebody at their game, they're going to be lost. They're going to be stuck mentally like, what the hell? It's just like, example, you ever seen somebody try and make a game, like play a game to make somebody chase after them? Then next thing you know, it's like, yeah, this person, they're going to keep chasing after me. Oh, they'll be back next week. They'll be back next month. They'll be back next year. Until they start looking like, hold on, time going on. Why this person ain't back yet? How you know if that person ain't see your dumbass? There are people who play certain games. Listen, bro, I'm going to give you another one. One of my favorite movies as a kid was Dennis the Menace. That kid had so much finesse. It was crazy. So much finesse. This man finessed a robber. Looking at Home Alone. Those movies help put me on game. Because once you stay in the mind of a child or people look at you as, oh, they slow or they dumb, you could play whatever game you want to. Because you think I'm what? I'm dumb. Oh, this nigga naive as hell. This nigga don't got no outside experience. This is going to be a what? A walk in the park for me. It's going to be a walk in the park for me, not for you. You feel me? That's why I was able to get away and finesse a lot of people who try to play with me. So understand this. A page out of my book. If you see or recognize somebody's trying to play you, never get mad. Just, what? Just play stupid. Once you play dumb, people are going to assume, yeah, this person really is dumb, bro. They don't know nothing. They're just lost in the sauce. You get what I'm saying? I can do pretty much whatever it is that I want to them. That's the way how you want to have it. Because guess what? While people have their game cut out and they feel like, oh man, this is going to be sweet. I'm going to trick this person. They ain't going to know what happened. Next thing you know, they figured out, yo, this person tricked me. What the hell? That's going to screw people mentally. Do you know what it's like to screw somebody up mentally and somebody screw you mentally? It's not a good feeling. But guess what? I feel like it's justified if you're going to be the one doing something like that to somebody. That's very foul, right? So understand this, right? Credibility, right? If you stay calm and clear, more people are more likely to trust you and see the contrast between truth and deception. So example, let's say somebody was running game on you, trying to make it seem like, yo, you know, this is something where they're trying to present it to other people like, yo, this person's so stupid. If you're authentic, you're being your authentic self, telling the truth, yo, I didn't know this, or I went into the situation blind, or yo, I thought this person was my friend or whatever. People have no choice but to what? Respect it. Because you're being authentic, you're being yourself. Remember the famous saying, God only protects what? Babies and fools. So if you're a fool, there would be more what? Leniency on you because what? You didn't understand. You didn't have that type of outside experience. So that way what? I can understand. I can empathize with you. I sympathize. Look, this was screwed up. You should have never did that to somebody. And more so you did it to somebody that was what? Undeserving. That was completely irrational, unjustified. And there are some people who move around in life thinking the things that they do are completely justifiable. You cannot do that in life. Understand this, bro. Remember that in life, as much as you may think certain things may be cool or I could get away with it, it's not cool, bro. Certain things that you might find funny or as a joke, it's actually sad, sickening, and twisted that you or somebody else would have executed that, because that's going to allow people to look into what? You're a character now. Yo, so this is the stuff that you do to people. You like to screw over people that's innocent. You like to harm people, but then you like to play victim, like throw the rock and hide your hand. People are going to be done with you, bro. So you got to understand something. When you play these games, playing on people's subconscious or playing on people's thought process, and people find out that you're lying, guess what? You fry your credibility. Bro, understand this in life. This is why I said some people, they don't understand what they're doing. If you're playing games with people and you know somebody it's not right to run a game on them and you feel like it was cool for you or it's funny to you, you're going to be surprised to see when shit gets reversed. Just like example, I told you this for a fact. My mom used to run game on me. When my mom used to feel like I was stupid, my mom used to let it hang out all in my face. I'm going to try him. I'm going to do this, that, and the third. My mom, I'm going to tell you how grimy my mom was, my nigga. My mom used to literally have conference calls with my sisters. Like when a quarterback gathers up the team, okay, we're going to run blue 42. Blue 42, you go right. Do you know where to go? Do you know where to go? All right. All right. Like, it's like a fucking huddle up, my nigga. And one time I caught my mom in a phone call with my sisters. Yeah, so you call him and say this, and then afterwards I'm going to call him, and then afterwards you can call him afterwards. I used to sit there and look at this shit. This shit fucked my head up. So I was like, hold on. So you mean to tell me you was running game on me my whole life? You never really loved me. Who in the fuck calls a huddle up to run game on their fucking child, bro? You know how dirty that is, my nigga? That's why I move the way that I move. And as I stated before, you heard the same spiel. I don't trust people like that. You feel me? Once you do certain shit like that, you lose all credibility. Why are you strategizing on somebody who probably is there for you? Or trying to harm or get over on somebody who doesn't deserve it? That's what lets you know that some people are evil and fucking twisted. It doesn't make any sense. To use your information or use your intelligence to try and gather it up against somebody, or let me see if I could rile people up against somebody. You better be careful of how you play that friggin' game, bro. Because that might be the last time you do some shit like that. Because you're playing with people's minds at that point. And that time, in that moment, you should understand as a person as well, if a person has the ability to do that, imagine how dangerous they are. That's somebody you should probably get away from. You get what I'm saying? So understand this. In life, don't get mad when you see that somebody's playing a game with you. Play stupid. I've done a video like that, but I never went into deep depths like this before. Play dumb with people. When you play dumb with people, they're going to build up the assumption in their mind that you didn't catch on and your ass is slow. So that's going to give them even more confidence to what? Execute their plan. And when they execute their plan, guess what? That's when a person like me come from behind and just drag the rug from up underneath their feet and make them niggas look stupid. Because there's some people that's been doing this shit for years on end, and that's how they've gotten up in life. Using people, tricking people, turning somebody's mind against the next person. Why do you think there's a lot of people in jail innocently off of their friends? Or I'm riding for my friend. You don't even know. Your friend probably gathered you up against somebody who was not finna play with you. You're just riding off of this as my friend. My day one, he wouldn't do that to me. Learn who you have around you, dog. There are friends who will use you knowing the fact that, damn, this nigga gonna ride for me and all my bullshit. Straight crash it. The straight up A1 crasher. He gonna crash out for me. That's how some people view you. You're just a footstool. You're like a tool. I could throw you away when I'm done. With that being said, remember this. Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I'm going to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. Understand this. Know who you have around you. Understand what type of friends you have. A friend who has integrity, morals. Because a real friend ain't going to use you and treat you like you're a throwaway or try and see if they can finesse you and try and use you for their purposes. That's dirty, bro. Do things in a righteous, upstanding way, bro. Don't be out here trying to use people because the game that you're creating for somebody or the hole that you dug for somebody, you could turn around and fall right into it. 444 the world, man. Peace.